Riding on the highways is not as enjoyable as riding on back roads. That's what I personally feel, at least. The back roads are totally immersed into the environment and situated at the same level of the surrounding, which gives you freedom to see around. On highways, you are relatively higher and isolated in the flow of traffic for safety reasons. There is one exception to that rule though, and that's when you are riding between mountains. On my way from Khemis Meliana going to Algiers, I rode through the mountains of this area, and I shot this footage that you are watching now. Usually in this kind of situation, you don't see anything on the sides of the road. The highway is higher than the surrounding terrain, and most of the scenery is hidden behind road borders. Whether you see cars, trucks, buses, or walls of concrete and metal, the picture continues repeating itself. Here the highway is meandering inside the valleys and canyons of the Tellian Atlas, which is an occasion to see a whole set of mountains around you. The scenery continues this way until the plains of Metija before arriving at the city of Blida. The ride is just amazing, following the twisties imposed on the highway, otherwise straight, by the local geology of the terrain. Enjoy watching while listening to this charming music.